Hi all, my name is Zena Gittens and I'm a junior studying communication with a concentration in PR and a minor in music marketing. I've always wanted to work in the music industry upon graduation, but I recently started working with the San Antonio Spurs and I'm thoroughly enjoying my time there. So I would love to work in either industry doing PR upon graduation, whether that's sports or entertainment. Just a little bit about my academic career. I came into college as a finance major, actually, because of all the influencers back home. Before I left for college, everyone's question was, what are you going to do with the communication degree? Or what is PR? Or how will you get a job? Are there jobs? And just all of those very negative questions right before I left. And so I decided to go with something that I thought would land me a for sure job once I graduated as a naive incoming freshman, and I chose finance. And then I had to be real with myself and realize that I didn't really like numbers. I didn't like number crunching, and I wasn't meant to sit behind a desk all the time, and this wasn't for me. So 3 weeks into my finance degree, I decided to change to PR, which is something that I always wanted to do. So I went with my heart and decided to do that. But I didn't tell my parents till I landed my first internship in the field about a year later, to prove to them that I could have a job and have a career in PR. And so moving on, as I've had some sort of internship since my sophomore year of college. First was with Live Nation at the Aztec Theater. I love music. I realized that my 12-year-old pianist self wasn't going to get me very far, and so I decided to work behind the scenes and see how everything worked. And I worked mainly in the marketing and PR department, and it was a really unique opportunity to see how productions are put on every day, from the moment the 18-wheelers come in to they roll out at the end of the night. I was really fortunate to be able to work in all aspects of the venue, production, box office, management, ticketing, everything. And it was a really cool opportunity to work at the Aztec. And then second, I got an internship with Giant Noise, which is a local PR company here in San Antonio. That was a really unique experience. There, I learned that I didn't want to necessarily work in a PR firm once I graduated. That probably wasn't for me, but it would be an option, just not my first. But it was a really cool opportunity because it was really hands-on. So we did press releases, we did media shoots, we did marketing for new products. I was even a hand model for a couple of new products and restaurants that we were doing PR for. And during my time there, we actually did an opening event for a restaurant, and we did that from beginning to end. So I got to see, we were in charge of booking and calling around and inviting and flyers, and then we got to see our end product, which was hosting the media event to invite media influencers to create a buzz about the restaurant on their different social media platforms. And it was a really unique experience, and I definitely enjoyed my time there. And then lastly, and currently, I'm working with the San Antonio Spurs, like I mentioned earlier, and that has been a phenomenal experience thus far. I started in October, and during preseason, and I'm staying with them obviously until the end of playoffs. And we do everything from pregame to postgame interviews with coaches and players, and stats reports, injury reports. I mean, we are on the ball to help everybody. The big media teams have a smooth sailing during their time at the AT&T Center. So, we do the press releases and the transcript, and we transcribe and send them over to our media teams to distribute them on ESPN or TNT or whatever platform that they do and that they're in charge of. And so it's a really cool experience. You meet great people from the league, players, and it's also a really cool wake-up call, because you think these basketball players are just gods sometimes, but we meet them and we meet their parents and their fiancés and their significant others and their kids, and you realize that these are normal people but with extraordinary talent and height, obviously. And then you learn and meet everybody behind the scenes that help these basketball players and help these games run. And it's incredible because you look at something so effortlessly on TV like a basketball game, but don't understand what actually goes into it. And so it's a great time, and I've definitely enjoyed my time there. And then lastly, I enjoy communicating with people, and that is why I chose PR. And I've enjoyed my experience thus far. My parents are now very excited for me and the different opportunities that I've been able to land. And I came into PR wanting to focus on the music industry, like I mentioned above, but through the different work experiences that I've experienced, it's expanded me and helped me see that, maybe I want to do sports or something like that. And so to conclude, the biggest thing I've learned thus far is that in order to be successful once you graduate, it's more than just grades. It's more than just that 4.0 GPA. It's the experiences that you've done, the people that you've met, the connections that you've made. That's definitely going to push you over the edge. And so I'm definitely trying to exacerbate on that and get that edge so that I'm competitive when I enter the workforce. And my top 3 goals for this class are: 1, to learn a new way to communicate, because persuasion is an art. It's really incredible what people or what firms do to persuade people to do things. Effectively master managing my time, because I am taking 2 online classes. And then 3, enjoy the course and be able to take a lot from it upon completion. So